Hey everyone, Barry Blues here, and I need to talk to you about something that is probably keeping you up at night. Debt. Now, I know what you are thinking. Barry, debt is the root of all evil. Debt is slavery. I should never, ever borrow money. And you know what? You are absolutely right. If we are talking about the kind of debt that most of us are drowning in right now, let me show you what I mean. This morning, I got paid. My paycheck hit my account, and for about 3 seconds, I felt rich. Then, I opened my banking app. Credit card payment, $450. Car payment, $420. Student loan, $250. By the time I paid for rent, groceries, and that coffee I am holding right now, I had exactly $73 left. $73 for the entire month. And I sat there thinking, I work 40 hours a week. I show up on time. I do my job. So why am I broke? But here is the thing that blew my mind. The richest people in America, they have more debt than I do. Way more. Elon Musk, billions in debt. Real estate investors, millions in debt. Every single successful business, built on debt. So what is the difference between their debt and my debt? Why does their debt make them richer while my debt makes me, well, poor? That is what we are going to figure out today. Because in 2026, if you understand the difference between good debt and bad debt, you can completely change your financial future. Let's start with the debt that is killing us. Bad debt. This is debt you take on to buy things that lose value the second you buy them. Credit cards are the worst offender. Here in 2026, the average credit card interest rate has climbed to nearly 24%. Some cards for people with bad credit? You are looking at 30% or higher. Let me put that in perspective. If you have $5,000 on a credit card at 24% interest and you only make minimum payments, it will take you decades to pay it off. And you will end up paying double what you borrowed. That means your $5,000 shopping spree actually cost you $10,000. Then there is the car loan. The average American pays about $48,000 for a new car in today's market. But the second you drive that car off the lot, it loses 20% of its value. Boom. Nearly $10,000 just vanished into thin air. And you are still making payments on it for the next 6 years. This is bad debt. It is like running on a treadmill that is on fire. You are working hard, but you are just burning money. Now, let's talk about good debt. This is the debt that rich people use. Here is the golden rule. If the return on investment is higher than the interest rate you are paying, that is good debt. Let me give you an example. Let's say you borrow money at 7% interest to buy a rental property that makes you 12% return every year. You are making a 5% profit margin just by using someone else's money. That is leverage. That is power. Strategy number 1, real estate cash-out refinancing, the BRRRR method. You find a rundown house for $350,000, put money down, and fix it up. Now it's worth $500,000. You refinance, pull out your initial capital tax-free, and do it again. You're using the bank's money, and your tenants are paying the mortgage for you. Strategy number 2, business leverage through trade credit. You order inventory from a factory on net 60 terms. They ship you the goods, you sell them, collect the profit, and then pay the factory back. You built a business with zero of your own money up front. The factory essentially became your bank. Strategy number 3, investment arbitrage, dividends and growth. This is safer than trading, but powerful. Instead of selling your stocks to buy things and paying taxes, wealthy people borrow against their portfolio. Imagine you have a portfolio of solid dividend stocks, or ETFs, paying you 4% in dividends. Plus, they grow in value by 6% a year. That's a 10% total return. If you borrow against that portfolio at 7% interest, the math is simple. 10% gain minus 7% cost equals 3% profit on money that isn't even yours. You keep the asset, you keep the dividends, and the asset pays for the loan. All right, now let's talk about the foundation, your credit score. In this economy, it's not just a number, it's a superpower. It's the difference between paying 8% mortgage interest and 6%. That's over $100,000 in savings over a 30-year loan. Get a secured credit card. Pay everything on time, 35% of your score. Keep utilization under 30%. Become an authorized user on a family member's old account. But Barry, what if it goes wrong? Here are the red flags. Red flag 1. Borrowing more than 50% of your income. Red flag 2. Using debt for lifestyle inflation, TVs, vacations. Red flag 3. No emergency fund. You need 3 to 6 months of cash before you use leverage. Your 90-day action plan. Month 1. Audit your debt. List every interest rate. Check your credit score. Month 2. Eliminate bad debt. Use the avalanche method. Attack the highest interest rate first. Month 3. Plan for good debt. Research assets where the ROI beats the current 2026 interest rates. The difference between working for money and having money work for you is the difference between being broke at 65 and being financially free. Debt is not evil. Bad debt is. But good debt? Good debt is freedom. I am Barry Blues, and I will see you when we are both rich.